90s kids tag. I asked on Twitter what are some fun tags going around, and Chrissy recommended the 90s kids tag, which I thought sounded so fun, so here it goes. The first question is favorite TV show. I watched a lot of TV. So I don't think I have one favorite show, but the Munsters, Addams Family, anything in they have the ABC Friday night time slot. Those, I really love those shows, like Boy Meets World, Full House was on there. I forget what else. And then Nickelodeon had their own ones that I really liked, like All That, Kenan and Kel, and then the cartoons, Ren and Stimpy, Hey Arnold. And then on Saturdays, had the Saturday morning shows like California Dreams, Saved by the Bell. On Fox, they had Power Rangers and Small Wonder, which was like a girl who was a robot named Vicky. Sailor Moon. It's so funny because a couple months ago, or was it last year, I was rewatching Sailor Moon episodes, and it's so weird to me because I haven't watched it since I was younger. I remember every episode, especially the first episode was very vivid. I remember exactly. And then the last episode with Serena and Darian. Oh my god. Darian. In the name of the moon, I will punish you. I could go on and on. I'll just stop there. I think I listed like 50 million shows right there. Favorite toy? Polly Pockets. I think I only had two. Polly Pocket was like this compact miniature house, and Polly was like this little tiny thing, doll, and then you just play like this. You know, like she goes up the stairs and she goes on her bed and stuff. You can't change your clothes or anything. She's like literally this small. If you lose Polly, there's nothing to play with. I mean, you can't get your Barbie and then play with the Polly Pocket house. It was impossible, but ow, that hurt. Polly Pocket was one. I had this boom box that was shaped like a face. I don't know the name of it, but then it also had like a microphone attached to it, so you can use it as like a microphone and karaoke or whatever, and you can record stuff on it because it had a cassette player. And I was obsessed with Disney movies, and in order for me to play, like listen to the songs over and over again, I would go by the TV and record the songs on there with it, and I had that with me all the time. I love that thing. Then when Home Alone came out, he had the Talk Boy, and that was really popular, but then they came out with Talk Girl, which was the exact same thing, but instead of being silver, it was purple, like a purple magenta type of thing, and I had that. And that took over, and I love my Talk Girl. Again, I would do the same thing. I would go in front of the TV and record. I was obsessed with TV show theme songs. The Puzzle Place. Do you guys know what The Puzzle Place was? That was on PBS. The Puzzle Place, The Puzzle Place. I recorded that theme song so many times. I was obsessed with that show. It was like these puppets, and there were like different nationalities all living in the puzzle place, and that was a really good show. And one of them was actually really cute. For a puppet, I had a crush on one of them. I think it was the Asian one or the Indian one. It's kind of weird to say. Favorite commercial? The only commercial that sticks to my head is the Toys R Us commercials, because it had the theme song, I don't wanna grow up, I wanna be a Toys R Us kid. The Got Milk commercials, there was one where these kids were refusing to drink milk, and then they're like, Mr. So-and-so, the old man next door, doesn't drink milk, and he's healthy, and he was, I think, mowing the lawn, and then his arms just like broke off, and then the kids were like, ah! And they're like guzzling the milk, and then it goes, got milk. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? I started out as a Backstreet Boys fan because they came out first in the US, and obsessed with Backstreet Boys. I have all their CDs up until Black and Blue or Millennium is one of the last CDs I have, because then, you know, digital era, Napster. Then when NSYNC came out, I became more of an NSYNC fan. And their songs were more catchier, more hip. But I honestly, I had friends that were like in the fan war. They're either straight up Backstreet Boys fan or straight up NSYNC fan. I was both. I really liked both of them. But I liked NSYNC a lot better. Weirdest fashion trend. I can't really say. My mom dressed me. My mom dressed me, so I never really kept up with the fashion stuff. Yeah, I can't think of anything for fashion. Favorite collectibles. X-Men cards. I collected X-Men cards. I had this special booklet where it had the card sleeves, and I had my X-Men cards neatly in there. And my brother collected it too, so I had to keep my book in a special spot so he wouldn't steal my cards. And it was somewhere in the kitchen. It was like one of the bottom drawers in the kitchen. I kept my book in there so he wouldn't steal it. I collected Pogs. I collected stickers. I was in the sticker club. One of my friends was like asking me to join the sticker club, and every month or so I would get like stickers and fuzzy stickers, shiny stickers, and I had a book and I would never use them. You can't use them. Put it in the book. And stickers are fun. I don't know. I really enjoyed that. Favorite Beanie Baby. I wasn't really a Beanie Baby collector. I had friends that were. I did give Beanie Babies as gifts. Like I gave my cousin a Beanie Baby pig. Pigs are like good luck. I gave that to her, and I think I bought one for my mom, but I don't remember having one personally. How many Tamagotchis did you go through? I think one, and it pooped and died, pooped and died, pooped and died, eat, poop, died, and I don't know where it went. Favorite game console and game. I grew up with the original Nintendo, and so that was what me and my brother used to play that. It was in our playroom, and we had the gun to play with the duck hunt game, and we only had a couple of games. We didn't have that much. We had the regular Mario, and then we had WWF wrestling, which that we played a lot, the wrestling one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think we had that game. When I used to live with my grandparents, my cousins left their Nintendo 64 at their place. So I played Nintendo 64, and the only game that they had was Donkey Kong Country. I would say that was my favorite game, Donkey Kong Country. I sat there for hours playing that game, and that was my favorite game, Donkey Kong Country. And when I beat that game, I was so happy and sad at the same time. Favorite Disney movie. Cetus Lapidus! Zoom, 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 make my heart go boom, boom, my supernova girl. Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century. That was, I think that came out in the 90s. But I did watch a lot of the Disney original movies, like more of the old school ones. Do they even still make it now? I don't know. Xenon is the one I watched over and over and over again. Every time they're like, the premiere, and then like, premiere, you can watch it at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I would watch it. I watched all the reruns over and over again, and it was futuristic. They had the video phone, which now we have it, but back then I was like, that's so cool. They can talk and see each other and walk around, and then now we have what, iPad? Who knew? Favorite music artist. I think you guys can see by now I'm very indecisive. Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, TLC. TLC was one of the first CDs that I actually bought with my own money. Crazy, Sexy, Cool. That was my first CD ever that I bought. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. CD collecting was my favorite thing, and not so much now, but I really loved collecting CDs. And you know, back when they had the music stores, they had Music Warehouse, and I used to love going there and pick out the CDs to get, and you know, I could only get one. If I had like $20, I would really be picky on which CD I could choose. But then when I got older and started making my own money, it's like, oh, I should do like a video where I showed like my CDs, because some of them are really funny. Like the music that I liked was quite interesting, but I have a big mix of music in there. Favorite Nick Jr. show? Blues Clues, Blues Clues. Oh, here's the mail, it makes me want to wag my tail and scream mail. That's probably not how it goes. Blues Clues really stands out for me. I can't really think of any other Nick Jr. show that I watched. Favorite candy? I really loved sour candies, and sour candies were quite popular. I think still, it's always popular. Warheads, Sour Patch, Now and Laters, but Warheads really stands out. Favorite game, board game, school game? For board game, I had this one game where it was like a fortune teller. Oh, what is the name? I'll try to figure out what it is, but it was like this wizard, and then you had this magic crystal ball, and that would predict the future. I think you predict the future, or that game. Favorite McDonald's Happy Meals toy? I wasn't really allowed to get Happy Meals. Every time we went to McDonald's, my mom would order for me. I don't know, we would get like a hamburger or a Big Mac, but I wasn't allowed to get the Happy Meal. It's probably better for me to get the Happy Meal because the portions are smaller, but yeah, she wouldn't let me have it, I think because of the toy. So once in a while I would have a Happy Meal, but I can't remember what toys were in there. There was watches. I remember there was watches, one of them. I think maybe Hello Kitty watch or something. Or wind-up toys. Favorite book? I read a lot when I was younger, and in elementary school, I don't know if they still have it here, but they had a Scholastic book club type of thing, so every month or so would have the colorful thin paper of books to buy, and begged my mom. I would always order from there, and I had so many books. Anything from Ronald Dahl, like Matilda, BFG, The Big Friendly Giant was one of my favorite books. Where the Sidewalk Ends, Judy Blume books I had. I would say Big Friendly Giant was one of my favorite books. It was a funny book. Instead of burping came out of your farts, and farts came out of burping. It's like everything was like opposite. Oh, I also had the Calvin and Hobbes book. I have his last book, the winter one. I would love to have a collection of Calvin and Hobbes. Do they have that? I would love that. Favorite clothing store? Like I mentioned earlier, my mom dressed me, so I really didn't have a favorite clothing store unless you count like Sears or Macy's is what I remember going to. I mean, my mom bought my clothes, so it's like unless she liked it on me, I couldn't buy it. So she dressed me. I did have a favorite outfit. My cousin makes fun of me for this outfit because she still remembers it, but it was a one-piece outfit. It had a shirt which had a vest attached to it, and then it had pants attached to the shirt, and you just put it on. It was like a jumpsuit but looked like a shirt and pants and a vest, and all you'd have to do was just zip up the back, and that was my favorite outfit. I wore that all the time, and I think I wore it for one of my school pictures. Yeah, fashionista right there. What would you watch when you came home from school? When I came home from school, mostly I was outside playing with my neighbors. I don't think I ran home to watch any shows or anything like that. But I guess when I was older, like the later 90s, was TRL. That was good times, TRL. With Carson Daly. Good times. I used to record every single performance of Britney, and favorite artist, Britney Spears. I forgot that. Britney. I love Britney. I still love Britney. But yeah, I would record Britney and NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, all of their music videos. I would record them on the VCR, wait for the countdown to come on, and then have my VCR and remote control ready to record it. And I don't know why, one should be enough. I look back on the tapes, because I still have some of them. I record the same music video like 50 times. Like probably Tearing Up My Heart, I have it like 100 recordings of the same video. And it's like number 2, NSYNC, Tearing Up My Heart. And then after that we play number 1, NSYNC, Tearing Up My Heart. It was really, I don't know why I recorded the same thing. And then I would play it back and watch it over and over again to learn the dance moves. It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Feel it too. And no matter what I do, I feel the pain with or without you. Yeah, I was alone a lot of the time. That's it for all the questions. This was, I think this tag was a lot of fun. It really brings back a lot of memories. Cause I don't know, as I get older, I'm forgetting a lot of the stuff. So it's nice to reminisce on childhood, to kind of keep it fresh in my memory. Cause there was a lot of fun times when I was younger, and so weird to get older. Cause when I was younger, you know, it took like forever. Like you're like, I just want to grow up. I just want to grow up. And it seemed like days were just so slow. But then now I'm older and like days are just going by so fast. And it's like, what's going on? I also thought it'd be fun to do a Q&A. I haven't done that in a long time. So if there's any questions, random questions you want to know, leave it below. You can leave it on here. Hashtag it Ask Angela so that I know it's for the Q&A, or you can ask me on Twitter, hashtag it Ask Angela, or @replyme, or if you want to ask me on Tumblr. I don't go on Tumblr that often, but if you want to ask me questions on there, I'll check it. And so you'll be in my next video if you ask the questions, if I pick it. Hope you guys are doing well, and hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!